I bought a new boat. It's a Seahopper Condor and it's a folding boat, so you can see that if you push these in it folds right up. It's the motor version, and I got a little 3.3 horsepower motor with it, so, and I got a set of oars as well with it, so it's really cool. You can see the beautiful brass Oarlocks on there. The only issue I've got with it, it's in really good condition. It's not a newish one, because the newer ones had a Seahopper logo here. I can tell because it's got a ID number on it, but it's been in someone's garage for a long time, and you can see this black is probably a little bit of mould. There's only a little bit along there, and I think underneath there's a tickle. You can see maybe under there, and then there's a little bit on the back inside over there. But we're going to sand it all down. We're going to see if we can just sort it out and get it on the water. So the first job is to get these Oarlocks off. I hate these single blade screws, but that's what they are. The screws on the other side actually snapped here, so they'd snapped a long time ago, so we might have to move the Oarlocks a centimetre down. Yeah, you can see this screw as well, you can feel it, it's a little bit, yeah, they might need to be replaced. I've definitely got some brass screws, so we'll see about those. So that's the Oarlock, just lifts off. It still looks quite tidy underneath there. Yeah, that's quite nice. Next job will be, I think I'm going to try and get this little Daggerboard box up. It's a little bit loose as it is. Let's see if we can do it up first. See if that will do it up a bit tighter. The plywood on these boats is only small, only thin, so you've got to be really careful with screws and things here. Oh yeah, that's much more solid. And let's do this on this side, where they bite really well. This was squeaking like crazy yesterday when I set these seats up, so that's really solid. Might need something cleaning out inside, so I might do that as well. And then really I just need to take a few things off the outside, maybe this, and other than that it's quite a clean boat. Here's the Condor, Seahopper Condor boat. I've took to sanding it down, so I did some little test patches. I sanded it and I tried to bleach the black, and it just didn't work. So what I am finding is sanding it is getting most of it out. You'll see along there it's a lot better. If I lift it, it was much more like that, and now it's a lot better. You can see, especially on top there. What I want to be really careful of is sanding the laminate, because it's not very thick laminate on boats, so I want to be really careful of over sanding. So I've sanded it down as much as I want to, and I'm just going to get into these corners and edges now manually with my hand, and I think we'll prime it and paint it. And I think this is actually the bottom half of the boat. It opens out on the outside, so this is a bit that's right on the floor, so I think we'll paint it. I think it'll look really good. I think it's going to be a lot less hassle, and I'm not precious about what things look like. I want them to work and give us loads of adventures and stuff. So I've done one side almost. It's taken me, I'd say, about half an hour with the electric sander, and then manually. So I think it's going to take me a good half day to get the outer of the boat sanded. I've also got to adjust, this has come away a little bit, so there is a nail there, so I'll need to make sure that nail goes back, and then we glue that back down. Yeah, and then we'll see what it's like. Fortunately, the sun has now come out, so it's been really rainy the last few days, and now we've got 2 or 3 days of really good sun, so I'm going to forego sailing this week. The other reason for that is I'm there on Saturday helping steward a race, which will be really exciting. So we're going to get this boat done with the aim of potentially taking it down on Saturday for a quick test before I'm stewarding, so that'll be really exciting. So I'm going to crack on with this now. That is the boat all sanded. You can see that this side, I kind of did this side first and I didn't kind of do it so well, but it's still kind of quite down. I think there's like a little bit of laminate. I think what I found as I went further on was this black mould was in the varnish laminate. So sanded it down with 240 and 180 and a little bit of 120. I'm going to still see, I'm going to paint this side, I'm going to see if that comes off. Let's see. I'm done with sanding, and then you can see at the side all I've done is just a little strip along the side of the boat, and there's a little bit of staining there you can see, but you know what, I'm just going to leave that, and I'm going to, you know, I want to get the boat in the water, so you know, there we go. So next job is to get this down. So I'm just using this Gorilla wood glue. It says it's for the toughest jobs on planet Earth, so I assume it'll be good enough for this little boat. So I'm going to try, I'm going to try and lift this up. First of all, let's just clean that. There we go, and I'm just going to put some glue under here. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to hope that these nails will keep it in. Yeah, I think they'll just hold. Oh, he says, famous last words. This one's going to be a problem, isn't it? So that's not going to hold. So we need to get something heavy. A little bit of a passion fix, but we're getting there. And then we'll just do this side. There we go, I think that'll do us. Leave that on there. We'll see if that holds. Next job is just to clean the boat down with a bit of white spirit. Here we are. This is the panel we stuck down yesterday. That stuck down really well. Okay, it's a little bit messy along here. I might need to just sort of cut that out. Actually, it's a little bit soft, that piece, so we can maybe even get that off. There we go. It's a little untidy there, but we'll tidy that up. And then I'm going to just paint it like this. I think this is good enough. I'm going to paint under here first. Whoop. So I've got the boat folded up a bit so I can get into these crevices here and under here, and then we'll get the boat back folded out and we'll paint the rest of it. So we've got these paints that we're going to use. So the first thing we're going to put on is the yacht primer. So by the way, I bought everything from International. So I just told that they're decent products, you know, and they should work quite well for me. I actually bought these for my mirror dinghy, for the mirror originally, so I've got the black paint. But we're going to do this boat in the black paint on the bottom. So first thing is the yacht primer. So it looks like, I've been reading the instructions, it seems like you need 1 coat of this. You need to thin it down with number 1 thinner. So I'd have to work out what that is. And then now comes the hard work, because as you can see, we've got touch dry. Overcoating time is like, well, we're at the moment, we're like 18-20 degrees here. So we're looking at 16 hours, that kind of thing. So I can do that today if I'm clever. And then, yeah, tomorrow we come on to the undercoat. So this, primer is, painting's not like varnish. Varnish actually penetrates the wood. And whereas paint doesn't penetrate the wood, and the primer is actually the thing that stops anything penetrating into the wood. Paint tends to give the wood more of a waterproof seal in a way, whilst allowing the paint to breathe. So we do a yacht primer, then we do an undercoat, and the purpose of the undercoat is to give the top coat a really nice sort of base to paint on top of, so it makes your top coat look really good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not massive on superb finishes. I just want to use the boat, you know, so if I'll splodge it on and overkill it, I will. And then the top coat we're going to do in black, which will come 24 hours after that. And I think we can probably do as many coats of this as we want. Oh no, I already had it open here. Annoyingly, the instructions are kind of on the inside. So as you can see, this one is roughly about 12 hours at the moment minimum for an overcoat. So maximum, min and max. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 coats on probably, and so that will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything done because I'm stewarding at one of the races, but then Sunday, and then maybe Monday, Tuesday next week. We've got loads of time if I want to take the boat out sort of Thursday next week. So that's what I'm going to use to paint the boat. I'm hoping it'll all work out really well. Well, let's see what happens.